Alright, welcome back to PC Building Simulator. Welcome back to the Fractal Workshop. So, one of the big things obviously we got in 1.12 was, well, this, the Fractal Workshop. And with that, we got a lot of Fractal parts. And I thought, you know what, we haven't done like an all Fractal PC build in a long time since we got new parts. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do an all Fractal design PC, as many parts as we can build, and we're going to try to make it look pretty nice. And we're going to do it inside this, the brand new, just added as part of the 1.12 update, the Fractal Design Define 7, and this is the gray version. I thought black? No, too boring. White? No. There's no way. Gray. I haven't made a gray computer, I don't think, ever in the game, so we're making a gray computer today. It's a very, you know, gray. I don't know. It's cool. It's like flat gray. It's good. I think it's good. The Define 7 is pretty cool too because it's a pretty flexible case, so we'll be able to do a lot. We're gonna remove this rear case fan. We do have front case fan. We do have front fans. I wasn't actually sure. I couldn't remember if we actually had them. We can take out this dust filter and then we can remove these front fans. And the front just swings open. It's very nice. And we have this ability to we can populate these drive sleds in here, or we can take them out, push that back, and have it look a little slimmer. So if you don't want all that storage, you can do this. Oh, you can do this. Oh, we're gonna get there. Here it comes. Here it comes. Nope, not yet. There are so many panels, and then you can do that. Wow, I don't feel like I had to remove all those, but apparently I did. Oh, and then you can remove this beauty panel down here. There's so many beauty panels in this. Look at that cable management routing. It's actually a nice, pretty nice case. We got a fan hub up here, it looks like. Dang, yeah. Very functional, these cases that Fractal makes. Very functional. They all look pretty similar, but they're very functional. Ooh, we've got vertical GPU mount. We might have to use that today, I think. So let's get going here. We're going to do gray case. Let's get some gray stuff in here. Let's go ahead and look at motherboards, and let's check out some of our newer options that we got as part of that same 1.12 update. We haven't checked out yet. There's some interesting ones. Actually, I was looking at the Z590 Ace, and I realized I think this is the fastest RAM support for a motherboard in the game. 5,600 megahertz. It is faster than anything else down here. The next closest is, you know, 5333, like the EKX is that, with the big full water block on it. 5,600 megahertz, wow! Not that we have that RAM, we have 4,800 megahertz RAM in the game, and you could probably overclock and get somewhere close, but you'd have to do something weird with, like, dropping the multiplier and, like, slamming the core clock up to probably get to that. You know, something weird, I'm not sure. But anyway, motherboards, right? We're gonna do the Z590 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. It is also gray, and I'm hoping a similar-ish gray? Sort of? Ooh, yeah? Yeah. It's like a darker charcoal, and this is a lighter, more like rhino gray. So yeah, it looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and get our CPU in. Obviously we are going to be with Intel here, so we can do 10th gen or 11th gen. Why don't we just put in like a Celeron with the 1200 socket? That's pretty interesting. No, we probably won't do that. 11900K, yeah, 11900KF. Let's just go for it, right? Let's just do it. Get that in there. Let's just do 2 sticks of RAM today. I am feeling only 2. What kind of RAM would look good in a gray board? Of course, black would look good here. I don't know if we've really got any like gray-ish options. Of course, our Dominator is pretty bright silver. It's gonna be a little too flashy. That is gray with RGB. That could be cool. I think I'm actually going to do RGB fans, so that could work. Only 3200 megahertz, which is kind of sad in some ways. I will say, I think the RAM I'm hoping that we're going to get some new higher speed RAM in the game soon. Like the top is 4800 megahertz, which is still very fast. The Trend Z RGB, very fast, but we really don't have much else that's even close to that. So be curious to see if they add more someday. DDR5, right? Maybe eventually. I don't know. Eventually. That's kind of black. Maybe we'll go with that Aorus RAM. Ooh. Actually, we have this Patriot Viper Steel Series, which is also quite dark. Would not be RGB, or Trend-Z Neo would fit the bill as well. Choices. Just too many decisions. And then we got all the HyperX stuff looks like that. Trend-Z Neo, actually. And if we're going to do 2, let's do 2 sticks 32 gig. Transneo. Yeah, that looks nice in there. That looks good. I wish the silver was a little darker, but it's all right. It'll work. All right, let's do some thermal paste on our CPU. We are going to go for a vertically mounted GPU in here, and I'm not sure about custom water cooling. I think our reservoir support in all of these new Fractal cases is a little sad, and they all mount back here, which is insane because you have this beautiful beauty. Whoops. You have this beauty panel with like all these nice looking, like I feel like you could mount a reservoir here, right? No, why? You can't? Really? Are you sure? No, it's only going to be back here. So I don't know. I think we're going to air cool. We'll go with the air cooled graphics card, which actually could look pretty cool. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm not disappointed. I am. Wait, what is going on with the top of this case? So we remove this entire panel. Wow. That is interesting. So wait, is the ventilation happening just through a panel gap on this? I'm not actually as familiar with this case as I thought. How is this working? What? Where does the air go? I am confused. Where does the air go? I see no panel gap. Where does the exhaust, or is the idea that if you don't have, like if you want to use the top, you leave this off? No. What? I'm so confused. Look at this. There's even a fill port right there. A fill port. I'm pretty sure that's a fill port for a custom loop, but I can't even put a reservoir anywhere close to it. Come on, PC Building Simulator, you can do this. You guys, you can do this. Give us better reservoir mounting spots. Come on, please do this for me. Weird. I don't know how the top of this case works. It's very confusing. Okay, whatever. I'm getting super distracted. Let's get to cooling our CPU, which we can use Fractal Design for. We got a bunch of their new AIOs in the last update. So we already had their old Celsius ones here, just the regular Celsius, but then we now have their new ones, the Celsius Plus, either in an all blacked out version with just RGB on the pump, res combo, or with RGB fans. We're gonna go with RGB fans because I want to see how they look actually. So 360 rad. It's a little bit offset, which is interesting. We could put it in the front. Put it up top. Man, it's almost gonna look better in the front. I think it's gonna look better in the front. I don't like the offset happening up there. We can fix that, I think, with 140 mil fans. Let's do that. So 360 on the front, and we're gonna pretend that that's intake and not exhaust, but it is exhaust right now. We can't change that, which is sad, but it's fine. All right. We've also got Fractal case fans that we can pull into this. So we've got a bunch of their older fans that are pretty neat. And these fans, I forget they even have, these just look like EK fans, like look like Vardars or something. But we've got the Fractal Design Prisma AL12s and AL14, why did I say that different? AL14, 140 mil. We're gonna do 140 mil in the back. And we should, I'm hoping, be able to do 3 140s across the top. And it's gonna look balanced and good and yay. Cool, nice, that'll work. That'll work. That is a lot of exhaust. These are intake. Remember, we're pretending. These are intake. They should be intake. They should really, really, really be intake. Okay. All right. Power supply. Let's do power supply. That is also going to come from Fractal Design, which is great. And then that's where Fractal Design is going to pretty much end for us. Power supply. Hello. Let's do their 860 watt. We're going to need those watts. Give me them watts. Let's remove this. And then let's put our bracket back on. Bracket. There's so many things in this case because there's so many drive bays. Like if you want, like if we had that beauty panel not like that, you have all of these drive bays. If you want to use them, you want to make just crazy storage. I don't know if you'll be able to plug them all in. Probably not, because there aren't like not a ton of support for like a ton of SATA drives in this game, which is interesting on a lot of motherboards. But yeah, probably kind of an issue. Let's also put our dust filter in the front. I mean, close that. You're good to go. I seriously don't get that top panel. It's so confusing. Someone's have to explain that to me. If you are more familiar with this case in real life, please tell me. We got a beauty panel. Oh, look, in case you needed more hard drive storage, there's more places to store your hard drives right down there. Wow. This is just excessive. Can I put this back on? Nice. Good, I like that. And you've, of course, got 2.5-inch drives down here, which is fun, too. You know what? We might use those. Just wanted to take them off for fun, I guess. And where's my other one? And you are here. Okay. Yeah, I actually use those because you don't get them a ton on the power supply basement, and they're kind of fun to have there and show off your gear. Let's get some storage going. We've got 3 M.2 drive, or yeah, M.2 slots on this motherboard. That's seeming to be very common on a lot of these boards now, which is nice. Fractal, of course, does not have storage in the game, or I don't think they have it in real life either. So let's just get, you know what, we don't need that much. We're just gonna get enough in here to get it booted up and looking good. And then we're gonna need some storage out here because it'd be fun. So let's do my favorite. We're doing a little bit of like RGB in with this gray. It's gonna be an interesting look. I love these. They are just these T-Force ones are so cute, and like they have this cool gradient. They're so pretty. I love it. And they're gonna be right up front and center. They're gonna look really good. So we'll have RGB from all the fans. We'll have on the block. We'll have a little bit on our RAM there, a little bit on the motherboard probably. We'll have it on our SSDs, and then our graphics card, which is actually gonna block everything anyway. So what does it matter? We're not gonna see these SSDs, are we? Didn't think about that. Let's move on to the graphics card though. Yes, and then we can cable things. For graphics card, what should we do? Something that's going to look good vertically mounted. Let's see. What's one we haven't really used very much? The iGame RTX 2070. These colorful ones are super interesting. They're kind of clashy though. I thought about the Supreme. That actually could work. There's only 3080 and 3090 of the Supreme. Wow, the 30... Wait, what? No. Weird. I didn't notice that the gaming trio here, these RX AMD cards, the GameX trio is kind of like a lighter color, but look at the 3060 Ti. It's like gunmetal. Looks super nice. What did the 3080 and everything look like? Because that was like one of the original... That was the original 3080, wasn't it? Oh, so it's also pretty blacked out. It's also different, though. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I might have to throw that Supreme in there and see how it looks. The Strix card, of course, would look pretty good, too. We're not doing EVGA. No way. No way, EVGA. Your design is too polarizing. It's not going to work. Of course, we could just go to the Founders card. They're kind of cool. I'm biased. All right, Supreme. Let's try this MSI Supreme. How's that gonna look? That actually fits everything else we're doing pretty well. We have a little bit of RGB here in these little arrows. And we can actually see the SSDs a bit, though the riser is kind of cuddling right up to my SSD there. Just beautiful, just nestled in there nicely, I guess. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. That's kind of working for me. Wouldn't mind if this was a little darker, but it actually fits. The whole thing fits. It's weird that these fans in the front have a white, on the AIO, have a white, solid white ring around the outside, and these ones have one that looks like it's going to light up RGB. I'm curious to see what that looks like when it's lit up. But yeah, that'll work. All right, let's cable it all. What do we think? Should we just do black to kind of bring it together a little bit? I don't really want to do gray. What options do we have for black? Just plain black? The ribbon braided plain black. Yes. That'll work. Yeah, those look good. We've got the 3 8-pins on the graphics card here on the RTX 3090. Beast. Power up our SSDs and connect SATA data cables carefully. And then, can I do this? Oh, I can do this. It's weird. You kind of like lose a little animation there, but it's easier to see what's going on. So, we're connecting the fan header in the back, and then we're going to daisy chain. What's this? I can't tell what that is. Oh, that's the actual fan header. That's connecting the fan header to the motherboard. And then we're daisy chaining our fans together. Case to motherboard. And we should be good. We should be good to power on. Yikes, that is bright. Yeah, it's weird that the fans on the AIO do not have a light up ring. It's just a white ring. It looks less obvious when they're lit up white like this, but you know. Okay, so I'm gonna get stuff installed. We'll get some stuff set up, and we will check back in and see how we're looking. All right, so we got some stuff set up here. Ran 3D market at 15,717. That's a 16,460 on the graphics and a 12,516 on the CPU. You know, stuff that you'd expect from these components. And then temperature 66 degrees C maxed out here on the CPU and less than 56 C on the GPU. So things are fine, things are good. But what is not good is this white ring. It's making me much less happy now that there's color on the RGB. Which it's just defaulted to this color. I didn't set the rainbow actually, but why are these not consistent? I don't like it. I'm sure that the 120mm fans in the game don't have this white ring like this either, but now I have to live with it. So, you know, if we were to make this solid blue, it's just gonna ruin everything, really. It just ruins everything. Like, there's not supposed to be white in this computer. I guess we make all the fans white. I don't know. That's the most disappointing thing right there. I wanted to use the AOs from Fractal. I want to do some RGB, and well, I got ripped off. I'm gonna put this case back together though. Let's get the top dust filter put back on. We're gonna put on this top solid panel. I have no idea how this thing is supposed to exhaust air. It makes no sense to me, but putting it back on there, so whatever. Put the beauty panel on the bottom, which is, you know, I don't know, not super, doesn't really seem super necessary, but that's fine. Can I beauty panel? Ooh, nice. We can beauty panel over that. That's cool. Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm not going to use it to mount a reservoir, then I want it to look good, at least, because it's not functional. Side, oh, other side panel. Whoops, sorry. This side panel. There it is. Nice. And our light tempered glass looks really good, except for that white ring on the AO. Just ignore that part. But other than that, it's actually a pretty good looking computer, I think. Not bad at all. I like actually the way the gray and the black and everything came together, except for the AO. Everything looks really good. I think the component selection is nice. It all totally works. Looks pretty sweet. So there it is, a all Fractal design PC using some of the new components that we got from Fractal Design in the 1.12 update. That's pretty fun. That's a fun one to build. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you see more videos of PC Building Simulator or any other games I've been playing, be sure to subscribe. And either way, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.